Hello, and welcome to episode 26. In our campaign, we're playing as the Austro-Hungarian Empire. We're going to do something a little bit different this episode. We're going to go ahead and fight this battle, of course, get this out of the way. Take care of everything we normally would for every turn, but then, as it's January 1915, so at this point, the campaign has been running for 25 years. We're going to just kind of do a brief overview of where we started and where we are now. But let's go ahead and fight this battle first. So, enemy fleet to the northeast, that's where we're headed. Let's get this guy out scouting. Get these guys out scouting. Turn my torpedoes on. Older light cruisers, so they all order. What's this guy here? Okay, he's one of our newer heavy cruisers. Let's get moving. 8-inch guns, I believe. Yeah. Mark IIs. Just some Mark IIs as well. Cruiser here. A couple torps. Oh, this guy. That was lucky. Was that torpedo meant for him? I don't know. Come on, guys, come on. Guy up to, how's he doing? We're losing our light cruiser there. done for? Really? Yeah, he's done for. Let's get our heavy cruiser pushing on their light cruiser. This guy out of here. I still have some torps, so we can still use them. This guy does not have any torps left, so have to be kind of careful. There's really no point in getting too close. Where is our heavy cruiser? We should be able to do quite a bit of damage at this point. Alright, so let's see here. Transport. We didn't lose any transports, which is nice. German strengthened relations with us. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so we need 21,000 tons. We have plenty. Get these guys over here. Let's not hit cancel this time. There we go. Where's this guy going? He's going to the Mediterranean. He should be blocked. We should be able to attack him, hopefully. They still have these guys all going the whole way around the southern coast of Africa. Politics. Can we invade Italy? 49,000 tons. Do we have that? 39. What do we have over here? 20. It's gonna be close. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So let's invade Italy. And finances. Let's clean that up a little bit. I think this is just an, yeah, I don't think it's a new hull. It's just a bigger destroyer. Improved construction time, reduced flaws. What do we got here? Oh, nice. Mark 5s, or Mark 3, 5-inch. 7,000 meters, 20-inch. Okay, so we have a bunch of minor things coming in. Actually, the Mark III 5-inch is kind of big. That's your typical destroyer and secondary cannon, so that's kind of a big deal. But we do have a new battle cruiser and a new Dreadnought coming in. All right, with all that said, let's focus on where we are. So like I said earlier, this is 25 years into the campaign. We'll go back and let's look at what we have now. Real quick, let's see. We currently have naval prestige of 702. We have 39 provinces, 50 ports. Very advanced technology. Our GDP is 227.7 billion with a growth of 6.8. 1.6 million barrels of oil production, and Army force of 2 million at this point, and 190 ships, 692,000 tons, and a Navy power rating of 34%. We have 3 minor allies at this point, and currently we're at war with Italy and Japan, and on the verge of war with the United States and France. So that's where we are. Let's go back and look at where we were when we started. Okay, so let's look here at where we are now and compared to where we started. So we'll have where we started back in 1890. We started off with a home population of 42 million, Army force of 130,000, and very poor logistics of 5%. Naval prestige of -1, I should say. 7 provinces, 3 ports, average technology, GDP of 15 billion, and a growth of 8.7. No oil production. Average or yearly Army budget 1 billion. Naval budget of 890 million. Naval funds 54 million. We did have quite a large crew pool at that point, 8,500. We had 42 ships, 4 battleships, 5 light heavy cruisers, 13 light cruisers, 20 torpedo boats, and 3 being built. We did not have any task forces. Navy's power rating of 2% and total tonnage of 95. Okay, so let's compare that to where we are now. Population, home population has not grown hardly at all. What, 2 million roughly? Excuse me. But we have increased, we've added 117 other population from conquered territories. Army force has grown quite a bit, from 130,000 to a little over 2 million. We do currently have 100% Army logistics. People are still very content, and our prestige has gone up by 703 in the 25 years. We've increased the number of provinces from 7 to 39 and added 47 new ports. We have managed to get our technology to very advanced, and we've grown our GDP from 15 billion to 227 billion. The growth currently is lower than when we started. That is more than likely due to the fact that we're currently still at war. And we have gained quite a large amount of oil production from conquered territories. Yearly Army budget has grown from $1 billion to $17 billion, $17.8 billion. Yearly naval budget from $890 million up to $19.2 billion. Currently have $2.9 billion in naval funds. Our crew pool has consistently been struggling to keep up with our production, our ship production. We have gone from 42 active ships to 190, with 11 more being built. We have 11 task forces and a naval power rating of 34% compared to 2%. And we've increased our total tonnage at sea by almost 700%. So we've gone from 95,000 tons to 692, almost 700,000. So overall, I think that's pretty amazing. I'll be honest, I've never played a campaign as the Austrians before. I know that they're typically one of the harder countries to play just because they don't have much in the way of initial resources, but we've done pretty well so far. Okay, let's talk about our first war in the campaign. In July of 1893, we went to war with the Italians, and at the time, we had a fleet of 49 ships, including 4 battleships, 5 heavy cruisers, 18 light cruisers, 22 torpedo boats. We were currently building 24 more ships, actually 21 for us, and we had the Ottoman Empire as an ally. And in August of 1893, we had our first battle with the Italians, and we may have overestimated just slightly our capabilities, and let's just say that the first battle did not really go as planned. So with the first battle out of the way, and we are finding ourselves losing the war, we end up fighting quite a few more skirmishes with the Italians, and slowly but surely we kind of break even. And then in April of 1894, the Italians invade our ally in Albania, and we end up losing Albania a few months later. But then in June, we send a fleet and invade Albania and take Albania from the Italians. And then in January of 1895, we end up having peace with Italy. And by that point, we had clawed our way back and we're actually winning the war. And we ended up getting 48 million in reparations from them to end the war. So after the war with Italy had ended, we had a short period of peace, and then while trying to take Montenegro with a land invasion, this put our tensions with Russia pretty high. And then in January of 1897, an assassination that is blamed on us sparks a war with Russia. And the war with Russia is actually fairly quick. It lasts less than a year, from January 1897 until December of 1897, and the Russian fleet is for the most part distracted with our allies, the Ottoman Empire, and it'll allow us to pull off an invasion of southern Russia, which turns out to be very profitable for us, and it gives us a large amount of oil reserves. And we end up winning that war quite easily, actually. In September of 1900, the Second Austrian-Italian War began. And this time our Navy was much better prepared than it was for the First War. The war would end up lasting almost 3 years, and it would end in June of 1903. During those 3 years, we managed to take a good portion of the Italian mainland, including northeast Italy and southern Italy, and we also managed to take all of Sicily and Sardinia. In the end, the war was a complete victory for us, and we ended up getting 308 million in reparations, as well as Portugal and 2 other small territories. Peace lasted 4.5 years, during which time our naval forces built numerous new ships and refitted extensively. As 1907 came to an end, many of the world's major naval powers were distracted fighting amongst themselves, and this presented a unique opportunity for us to attack Spain, who had previously been protected by both Great Britain and France. In January of 1908, we pushed Spain into open conflict. Their sea and land forces were already in a dismal state when the war began, and our forces quickly started to take territory. In September of 1908, one of the few large-scale naval engagements of the war took place. Our fleet included 4 of our newest dreadnoughts, and the Spanish had no answer for it. The battle was a rout. From that point, the war was never in doubt. Mainland Spain fell soon, and then all that was left was to occupy the Spanish territories in the Caribbean and the Far East. By September of 1911, it was all over, and the Spanish Empire ceased to exist. All right, so here we are. We're caught up back to January 1915. We have been at war with Japan since April of 1913, so almost getting close to 2 years. The war with Italy just started, and that should not last too long. They only have 1 territory left, so we should be in good shape there. Overall, we are in good position. We have basically the biggest fleet in active ships and in tonnage. And then we also have tied for second with France, I believe, in the number of territories. 39 provinces, and 50 ports. We have the same number of ports. Britain, of course, still number 1 there, and number 1 also in GDP at 333 billion. Surprisingly, Germany's second in GDP, and we're kind of a distant third, I believe. I believe we're in third. But overall, I mean, the war with Japan is going well. We have somehow Japan had northern Egypt, which gave us a lot of oil. But we've started to work on taking some territory over here. We did take one thing that was really needed over here in the Pacific was a decent sized port. So actually it's not, I guess, because when we took it over it shrank, but hopefully that'll go up in size. But I hope you enjoyed this recap episode. I wanted to do something a little bit different, and it was also a learning experience for me. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. As always, have a great day, and thank you for watching.